Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, KiaSimone, and child, I don't know what in the Bunny Ranch hell I just watched, but Toya need to just go ahead and call a divorce lawyer because I'm tired of her for Eugene. This here is shameful. Let's get into this episode of Married to Medicine. Before we do, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I gotta take a minute to give a shout out to all my super thanksers. Y'all showed me so much love, and I just thank y'all. Shout out to D Movie Man. Thank you. Debbie Thompson, Tyra Daniels, Tanya Fuller, Yvette Greer, Paulette Solomon, Fifi ASP, Tech Mama. Thank y'all so much. So my Cash Appers, Lorenzo Malone, AWS Ready, The Dime Diva 93, Kanisha Miller. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And FYI, I did get one Cash App gift that said no need to shout out. So if you ever decide that you want to contribute to the channel, but you don't want your name shouted out in a video on the internet, you can always tell me that. You can just put a note, hey, this for you, but just keep my name out there. I understand. Either way, I got the gift. I appreciate you and I thank you so much. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart for all the love and all the support. Thank y'all. Now let's get into it. So the episode opens up and they're, of course, still in Vegas, getting drunk and telling their business in public. The ladies are headed to dinner, looking like some Vegas vixens, honey. And the mess starts immediately. They go to dinner at this beautiful, swanky restaurant where they have what looks like 5-star service to me. It looked amazing. Well, when they first get to the restaurant and they're sitting down waiting to be seated, Contessa decides she's going to take this opportunity to, address the group. And she's going to apologize for losing her temper and for the fighting and any contribution she's made to the fighting and making anyone uncomfortable while they're on this trip where they're supposed to be having a great time. Look at her taking the high road. And you see Heavenly sitting across the table looking like, yeah, bitch, I got something for you. Toya said, you know what? We just gonna go ahead and accept Contessa's apology and we gonna move on because we know Heavenly has never owned anything and we sure don't expect her to start at this here table. So Simone says, well, before we get to the table, let me let y'all know that I decided we should play a game. Since me and Cecil are working on this relationship advice book, I decided I'd go ahead and have y'all spill some tea that I can use in my book. So she wants to basically have them dig up their dirt and give her dirt on their relationships that she can use in her book. Look here. If you want to take your 25 years of marital experience and expertise and you want to advise the world on how to survive marriage based on your 25 years of marital experience and expertise, that's one thing. But if you think you gonna come dig up my dirt for you to market and monetize, baby, that's another thing. Now you ain't gonna be no expert on my back. No, ma'am. Go tell your own damn business. And Heavenly says she ain't worried about it because you can't get no dirt where it's clean. And her marriage is Mr. Clean. Child, we know, Heavenly. We know. You gonna lie to the end. You done said that. So they're greeted and seated by the restaurant owner and chef, who is personally preparing them an absolutely beautiful spread of food. When I tell y'all, I had to rewind so many times to figure out what the hell they was talking about because I was looking at the table just, that looked good. I might try to make that, yeah. Ooh, what's that? They end up talking about a whole bunch of sex and other stuff, but the sexiest thing on that damn table was that mac and cheese with that lobster spread out in the middle of that bit. Ooh, Jesus. So when the chef retreats to the kitchen to prepare their food, Quad said he was really sweet. I really like his vibe. And Anila immediately responds, Quad, he's married. Girl, listen, I understand that there are these rumors about Quad and Quad sleeping with married men and whatnot, and that's one thing. However, in general, I do not like this filter that's applied to everything that an attractive single woman does. All the lady said was the man had a cool vibe. I said I like the man. He seems like a nice guy. That don't mean I want him. Just like if I tell you you're pretty, it don't mean I want you. Now, I will say this. Oh, now, Quad, if you already have a proclivity to deal with married men, please just don't say nothing to the man, because a man who can cook does bring something different out of you. And I can guarantee you, a man who can cook like that got a wife somewhere who is ready, willing, and able to whoop your whole ass by her man, okay? So please don't let some lobster mac and cheese cause you to get your whole ass whooped. Just, it ain't worth it. But Quad is looking at Anila like, girl, what the fuck? What? Toya jumped in and said, well, you know, most men like them a good, cute black woman. You better say that. Quad said, well, there you have it. Hope that answers it for you. So after all their food is served, they start playing Simone's game, Spill the Tea, where they are pulling questions from a tea kettle about their relationship experiences. Well, Miss Carrie gets the first question. The question was, in regard to sex, do you prefer quickies or marathons? I said, here we go. For as smart as they are, this is how dumb the conversation is going to be. Here we go. Either way, whatever they like, it's more than I care to damn know. Heavenly just said, yeah, I like quickies. I just hurry up and get that over with. Quad starts going into detail about what she like and how she want to be choked and things. Could you choke your damn self and shut up right about now? Heavenly gets the second question. Are there problems when the woman is the breadwinner in the relationship? Quad said there can be. Toya said, yeah, if the man feels like head of household is based on income, then yes. Heavenly said, well, the man is supposed to be the breadwinner, period. That's just biblical. Toya said, well, Heavenly's a biblical lie. And if that's the case, Damon needs to get to work. I said, oh, okay, not you telling the people business about who making more money over there. Is that why Heavenly is dragging the people on YouTube for the checks? Heavenly said, well, Toya full of her damn self, okay? Because Toya don't buy her own bullshit. Toya knows she wouldn't marry no man who don't make no money or who don't make more than her. So what is Toya talking about? Like, Toya, please stop. And I think we'd all agree. Now, it's very possible that after having been on this show for many seasons, that Toya has a significant income and their income dynamic may have changed. She may, maybe, possibly make more than Eugene. But if Toya makes more, and if Toya is in the position of calling the shots, Toya is going to have them being some crash dummies every time, because Toya don't believe in limits. Toya thinks her money literally grows on trees. Jackie gets the next question, which is, are you okay with your husband having female friends? Toya said, hell no, absolutely not. And the rest of them just start lying. Quad, well, I'm okay with it, as long as I know her. I don't mind my husband having a female friend. Simone said, yeah, I don't have a problem with my husband having a female friend. I wouldn't have. They had to remind Simone, hold on, Simone, you lying. Because last season or the season before, You was just getting ready to throw away your entire marriage about your husband's female friend. So I don't know what you talking about. You tore up the reunion and was ready to film the whole next season at the courthouse. So what you mean you okay with your husband having female friends? Like, we gonna have to tell the truth now. And Simone said, wait a minute. Y'all ain't gonna lie on me. Because the issue is not him having a female friend. The issue is him not understanding boundaries. That was our problem, is that Cecil is a people pleaser and he's more worried about being accepted by and pleasing other people than he's worried about pissing me off. And when you have somebody who doesn't respect boundaries coupled with the people pleaser, they was pissing me off. That's what happened. So Contessa got the next question, and the next question was, what are the symptoms of a dysfunctional marriage? And she starts to answer the question herself and says that the symptoms vary on a case-by-case basis. Every marriage is different, so the symptoms of dysfunction in every marriage would be different, which is also why you shouldn't be open to accepting opinions from everyone, because everybody's opinions are based on their own experiences and they may not necessarily apply to your marriage. Well, that somehow led her to start explaining how she and Scott got married. That she and Scott were in a long distance relationship for the entirety of their relationship before they got married. And they were married for a year before they lived in the same city, much less the same home. That's just wild to me. I don't know. So of course Contessa feels like she didn't really get to know Scott until they lived together, even though they had this relationship for years. But I mean, of course not. This was basically a pen pal that you see every now and again. I mean, but Simone tells Contessa, don't worry about it, because the truth of the matter is, even if y'all had lived in the same city before y'all got married, there are certain things that you just don't know about a person until y'all are married and living in the same household. Now that's well and true, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna be marrying somebody I ain't never even been able to run into at the light. Like, But this, of course, leads them to bond over what they learned about their husbands after they got married. And the common denominator that they came up with is that these men still needed a mama and a maid as grown men after they got married. So then we get to the $1 million question. Audra said, what were you most surprised about after you got married? Toya yells out that his penis wasn't gonna get bigger. Everybody was in utter shock. Bitch, what? Toya looked around and tried to laugh and play it off, but no ma'am. Hell no, heifer. We heard you. And the divorce attorney probably did too. Bitch, what? Toya said, no, what I meant was, that you realize once you get married that, this is it. This is the end all, be all. This is it. Anila tried to tell her to please stop talking. Girl, this ain't giving what you think it's giving. Please shut the hell up. If Eugene filed for divorce from Toya on TV on the Tuesday before Valentine's Day, I wouldn't bat a damn eye. This don't make no damn sense. What? This is abuse. I don't give a damn what nobody said. I know Eugene mama got to be home pissed off by this heifer her son done married. Because what? All Toya does is drag Eugene. Last season or the season before, one of these seasons, it was he need to get testosterone injections because he need more testosterone. Basically, man up. Like, what the fuck? This is, oh, girl, child. No, ma'am. I can't. Eugene, if you need help, call 911, go to HR, go to the fire department, something. You don't have to take this. This is madness. So I don't know if Quad was trying to help or if she just decided this is where we want to be. Well, you know what? Since Toya is embarrassing her man, let's just embarrass. Let's everybody embarrass each other. How much do y'all like to touch y'allself? I do it a lot. How about you? Just what in the HBO taxi cab confessions is this? Like, why? 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 Why am I watching this group of highly educated, intelligent, accomplished women talk about how much they like to touch themselves? I don't want to hear this shit. So, of course, Quad is leading the pack, but as a single woman, she does it all the time. 2 times a day. Oh, girl, that's nothing. Oh, my God. She's describing all her favorite accessories. Child, it's just too much. It's cringy. I don't want to hear this shit. And is this overcompensation for these rumors that are out there? Is this her explaining? Is this supposed to mean that I'm not having sex with anybody because I'm so busy touching myself? Like, child, girl. Toya couldn't wait to tell, well, I'm doing it as often as my man ain't home. Shit. We know you ain't gonna miss nary an opportunity to let us know Eugene don't satisfy you. Damn. Anila said, well, I do it all the time too, usually after my husband leaves for work. I said, well, damn, everybody got partners and doing it by themselves? What the hell is this? What you do, play dead till he leave and then, glad he gone. Can't wait to, So Quad said, why are you doing it after your husband leaves for work? Why don't you just get up in the morning and could you make the math for us? So Anila said, well, Karen gets up too early in the morning. He gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Quad says, so you can't get up for the D? Get up for the D. Now, Quad, right message, wrong messenger. Because I remember just a few short seasons ago, you were wide awake, at home, and available, and told your husband not to touch you. So you might not be the right messenger, but hindsight is 2020. So Simone tries to make this conversation educational. We're going to, if we're going to be in the gutter, we're going to at least make it valuable, okay? Well, just so you ladies know, since y'all doing it all day, every day, anytime your husband ain't around, when you do that a whole lot, what it does is it takes away the ability and opportunity for him to satisfy you. Toya said, no, it don't. No, it don't. And make him work harder. Because that don't mean the same damn thing. Jackie looked at Simone and just said, she said it ain't true. So, basically, girl, conserve your energy and your education. Because hell, with all your education and experience, she know what her shower head done taught her. You don't know what you talking about. You and your whole OBGYN practice having ass. What do you know? Simone decides, you know what? That's enough stupid for tonight. This is where we gonna go ahead and end this game. Yeah, we gonna go ahead and move on to the next activity. And so in lieu of dessert, the chef comes out carrying a tray of money. Because bands all make her dance, okay? And in this case, it's gonna be him that's gonna dance because they is going to the male strip club to have them a Magic Mike moment. So they're headed to the strip club, and Anila asked around the group, are you going to tell your husband we went to the strip club? And you telling your husband we went to the strip club? And everybody is saying, yeah, they're going to tell their husband. I don't give a damn. What are you going to do? She asked Contessa. Of course, Contessa has to put 10 on pump 5. Why? Just extra for no reason. Yeah, I'm going to tell Scott, and he's going to be so aroused. Please play in somebody else's face. Heavenly old sneaky ass said, well, some things you don't need to tell. We know you got a few things up your sleeve. Toya is drunk and decides she gonna call Eugene to prove that he don't give a damn about her going to the strip club. Now, it's 4 o'clock in the morning in Atlanta, and she is calling him by tell them you don't care about me going to the strip club. Simone, being a fellow healthcare professional who also understands that Toya has no consideration or couth, took the phone and said, you know what, Eugene? Please get you some rest. We gonna take her old drunk ass to the strip club. Just have a good night. And hung up the damn phone. So while Toya is on the phone harassing Eugene, Quad is in the back of the limo, falling out, carrying on. About, please leave Low Wee Wee Jeannie alone. Okay, I said, Lord, see how you got people dragging your husband? Y'all ain't left the restaurant good, and they dragging your damn husband, calling him Low Pee Jeannie. Like, come on, man. Toya starts carrying on by how he don't have a little wee-wee and it's the perfect size for Mimi. Like, girl, look, we don't give a damn. This shit is cringy at this point. I don't care. You married the man. So Contessa comes out of nowhere and asks, so y'all, if y'all could swap husbands with anybody here, who would you swap with? Toya ain't hesitate. She said, I would swap with Anila because her husband look like he's long. Bitch, what? I said, well, what in the swingers club at the HOA is going on here? Contessa says, well, is he? And Anila just as dumb. Yeah, he is. Anila, you's a damn fool. You are in a car full of unhappily married women with men who do not satisfy them, questioning you about your man, and you are just feeding these hungry wolves all the details they need. Girl, let me tell you something my mama told me a long time ago. You ain't got no friends when it comes to your man. Keep certain details about your man to yourself. What's going on between you and him and what he got, how he got it, now, let them mind their business. Everything ain't for everybody. And my man and the details about my man ain't for you. That would have gone real different. Sitting in my damn face about, yeah, I've been wanting, if we could swap, I would take your man because he look long, bitch. You better watch me long because I might jump on your ass any minute. Because what you mean you been looking at my man because he look long? What you mean? How long you been looking? So they get to the strip club and they act like they have just been let out of the yard. Black Zorro comes out the back dancing for them. When he whipped that damn jacket like Samuel L. Jackson, Jackie pulled out her reading glasses to make sure that the attachments she saw come out that jacket was what she was seeing, because that looks like a lot there. Let me just make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Simone was determined to get footage of Heavenly acting a complete ass so that she could give her a taste of her own medicine with putting it on social media. But girl, you can't threaten Heavenly with a good time. Heavenly is on the stage in the midst of all the men, whipping the men, having her a good time, child. She gonna bash Mister's head open and think about heaven later. Damon, I have to worry about him when I get home, but I'm gonna have me a good time tonight. I don't give a damn. Please take pictures, because this is some good shit here. So while the ladies are in Vegas having the time of their lives with Magic Mike and them, the guys are back in Atlanta getting together to work on their dad bods at the gym. So they're in the gym about to pass the hell out. And they decide that what they gonna do to get out of this workout is pretend that they give a damn about what their wives are doing. So they sit around and what y'all think they doing? Cecil say, well, Curtis, our wives, they've been to bed. Sir, your wives was driving the bus to the strip club. Your wife in particular, Mr. Cecil, she was the one who had the ladies served with the bands to make the mans dance. And Mr. Curtis, your wife was the one putting on reading glasses to read the instructions on the attachments that came with the man that was dancing for them. So no, their asses was not in the bed. While y'all is in the gym working on y'all dad bods, they is in the desert stuffing dollars in drawers. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So after they comfort themselves with those lies about what their wives ain't doing, Cecil said, we're getting along a lot better than we did at the axe throwing. Yeah, because y'all asses is too wore out to be mad. Just on the floor, tired, begging for mercy. Yeah. You done whooped your own ass. You're too tired to be mad. And Kieran said, he don't want no smoke. He ain't got time. Eugene was about to whoop his ass the last time when he thought he was funny talking and he don't want them problems. And I'm glad the guys are making up because Eugene gonna need y'all after he see this episode. So the next morning, the ladies are checking in with their husbands and Contessa is checking in with her trainer. Ain't that much of giving a damn about what you eat and drink in the world. Girl, please go to hell. Contessa wants the dedicated attention that she does not get from Scott. That's what that trainer shit is about. Like, you are not this concerned and anal about, let me tell you everything I ate and everything I drank. Oh my God, I'm behaving so badly. You're going to be so upset with me. Girl, please eat some chicken and go to hell. So Jackie decides that she's going to host breakfast for the ladies in her room. And Heavenly and Simone meet her there first. Heavenly brings a Dr. Refresh with her, which is some doctor that brings some IV vitamin for them to refresh after they've been on this binge last night. Well, they decide that the three of them, the Golden Girls, is going to celebrate that they have planned the best trip ever. And they celebrate with a dance and they trying to drop it like it's hot, but they end up letting it down like it's warm. Jackie is doing a gym squat. Simone looked like she's doing a crab walk, and Heavenly looked like her knees hurt. Just, child. So all the ladies are there and they're having breakfast and they're reminiscing about tearing the club up the night before. And Heavenly says, well, Simone, how about you send me that video you got of me with the guy so I can edit it, Simone said, no, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it. And I think we going to have us a fun movie night at one of our houses. And we going to put it on the big screen so you can see you acting a fool. And we can have a whole conversation then about what are appropriate videos to share about your friends. And Simone takes accountability for the intervention not being done the right way. It was the wrong approach, but we still stand on what we said. You wrong for getting on YouTube talking about us. So now remember, Contessa done tried to take the high road at dinner the night before and apologize to the group for any discomfort and losing her temper. Well, Heavenly won up that ass. Heavenly decides to tearfully apologize to Contessa in front of the group and blew every damn body's mind. Heavenly said, yeah, you thought you was doing something at that damn table. Watch this. Heavenly said, you know my heart, and you have to know that I had no clue that my videos bothered you. That was never my intention. In my mind, I didn't think anything of it. It upset you, and I apologize from the bottom of my soul for that. I said, well, damn, Heavenly. Now, Contessa will not be outdone. You ain't gonna outdo me with the theatrics. So Contessa starts with, oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Please don't cry. You're going to make me cry. Please, Heavenly. So Contessa accepts her apology and they hug and make up. And then Heavenly is talking to the group and she said, when I was laughing, everybody was laughing. And Quad said, no, honey, everybody wasn't laughing. Nobody was laughing, actually, because we were all pretty hurt by it. Heavenly looked at her and said, how about you shut the fuck up? Just, I was having me an Oscar-worthy moment, and here you come. Shut the fuck up. So now Quad is tapped into the theatrics. Quad first said, well, why do I have to shut the fuck up? Why me? Why me? So Heavenly says, I don't like crying and being vulnerable with people. And Quad says, well, Heavenly, you're never really vulnerable with us. And people in this group love you. We love you in this group, and you're never vulnerable with us. So here Quad go. Quad said, we love you, and you have to start thinking about how the things you say affect people. Heavenly is looking at Quad like she want to tell her, shut the fuck up again. But this time, she got something for their ass again. Something called accountability and self-awareness. So Heavenly explains that she's aware that she has an issue of immaturity, that she copes by using laughter in serious situations, that she has a lot of trauma from her childhood, and she's not using that as an excuse, but that she recognizes that her childhood trauma is affecting her adult relationships. She also explained in the confessional that she learned to protect herself growing up in the environment that she grew up in the hood, by coming back at people harder than they came at her. And then eventually she learned to attack before you're attacked. And so that's something that she has carried into her adulthood. And I ain't taking no word to lie. Growing up in the hood will do that to you, okay? Heavenly should absolutely be seeking some form of therapy if she's not already getting it. Because she's very aware, and I think she's absolutely right. And she just needs to get some help with working through those issues, because those are very real issues. And Quad said, it's a really big deal for Heavenly to not only have this level of awareness, but also to apologize the way that she did, because it did come across very, very sincere. And Quad said, she never apologizes. So this is a big deal. Toya said, that's bullshit. She apologizes all the time. How can we trust Heavenly? How are we supposed to believe Heavenly when Heavenly always says she's sorry and then does this shit again? Well, Heavenly might have talked to a therapist 1 or 2 times for real, because Heavenly said, well, I got something for that too. Heavenly said, I understand that Toya is not going to be able to trust me and trust my apology without it being coupled with changed behavior. I said, look at Heavenly must be done found her a damn therapist worth the salt, cuz who is you, ma'am? Would you look at Heavenly being a grown-up, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. Because we see that the trip comes to an end, the ladies pack it up and take it home, and they agree that despite them moving all the people's furniture at the restaurant, it was overall a good trip. And then we see this mid-season trailer where it looks like they are an absolute mess. Heavenly is still talking about putting stuff on her YouTube channel. Toya is about ready to fight because somebody is accusing her of sleeping with somebody other than her husband in the neighborhood. Anila's house was broken into and robbed, and they are still throwing parties just to come together and fight. Child, the mess continues. But that's it. That's all for this episode. I ain't got no more. These people need a whole lot of help. Thank y'all for coming down here, listening to me, and letting me get it off my chest as always. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.